Hey yo, friends, it's I'm not trying to do 1, 2, 1. Okay. It is Rockanif, and we are going to be playing Slither.io. So this is a bit different from our usual thing. We're not doing any niche streamer today. No, we're doing something a bit more low-key. So, the goal of this game is to collect all the little snake foods, and then like you go around and collecting all the little foods, and then there's like other snakes who are like trying to kill you. Because if they kill you, then you turn into food. But you can kill them and turn them into food. And then you can become a big snake. You don't get any reward for being a big snake. At most, you might get on the leaderboard. But still, you want to become a big snake. So, we are going to play. And I don't have any extensions right now, so I cannot scroll out. There's an extension that allows you to like scroll out and like see, like really see what's happening. I cannot play with that extension right now, so let me move this. So this is what we're just gonna have to work with. Just gonna have to work with not seeing shit. See, I just killed that guy and he turned into blue stuff, and now I don't know how I got the colors I got, because when I've been playing, every time I've played lately, the game honestly just like kind of freaks out at me. I don't know, so I'm not sure exactly if, like what I'm doing right or wrong, but this is what's happening. Okay, you see like a rainbow snake, and there's these little flying things. I don't actually know what they are. I don't know if they're valuable. Like whenever I kill them, like it doesn't seem like they do anything different. Okay, you're not small enough for me to wrap around you, are you? Yeah, sometimes you can wrap around snakes, but like they have to be like they have to be decently smaller than you, or they have to be like curled up. Otherwise, they can just kill you instead. I mean, if you're really clever, you can get wrapped around by a snake, but still end up killing them. But you gotta. Whoa! Well, no, fuck. Okay, I screwed that up. I screwed that up. Okay, that was my bad. Okay, so I'm gonna slither around, but see that big snake, he released a whole bunch of food. So let's slithering around. Okay, let's just avoid all the big ones for now, because I need to like get back into the hang of this game. So you see, like when the snakes die, they release like all this food, all this like other food like that we're seeing. I don't think it comes from the snakes, because it's just kind of like sitting there, and not in like, it's not like a corpse like the other, like what you saw before. It's not a corpse, so I guess like the game just automatically leaves a whole bunch of like little pellets here. And that one looks like he was eating another snake. That looks like a snake died and he was eating it. Okay. Avoided that. I see there's a British snake there. Whoa, fuck. It's been a while since I played this. It has been a while since I played this, but that's okay. I'm just here to play something a bit more low-key than niche streamer. You know, don't need to worry about Ame's, you know, like stressful messages and sending me 9 million messages and like wanting to kill me whenever I don't like answer her within like 2 seconds. And her having a mental breakdown if I click like one wrong option. Don't have to worry about that. Just have to worry about being a snake. You just have to worry about being a snake and just, you know, don't get killed. And that guy looked like he killed himself. That's great. That's great for me. Oh, there's a bunch of food here. And that snake looks like he's probably trying to kill someone. That's my guess. So let me just... Yeah, whoa, fuck. Okay. Ignore that. So, yeah, you see, like, this seems like a pretty empty area, which is probably nice, because we probably want to gain some weight before we start like antagonizing people, because sometimes you can antagonize people too early and they're just like, okay, fine, I'm gonna wrap around you. How about that? So let's not do that. Let's be peaceful, and we can afford to be peaceful because there's plenty of food around here. There's plenty of food. We can afford to be peaceful. Although these guys are pretty small, so we can attack them too. Oh, no. Okay. We can attack them, but they might get mad at me, so maybe not. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, so I'm slithering along. Yeah, so there was a point where I got like decently high on the leaderboard, but that was a while ago. It's been a while, and I used the extension. I can't use the extension right now, so this is what I have to do. So, yeah. Oh, this rainbow one. I better keep my eye out for this one, because he might like wrap around me if I'm not careful. If you wrap around me, like you can be clever if someone wraps around you. You can be clever and kill them, but like you have to like luck has to be on your side if you're like inside of another snake. So yeah, but there's still like so much food around here that like we can really afford to just like kind of just putz around. That's okay. I'm not really trying that hard. I'm just trying to just to become a decently sized snake. I don't need to be as big as Cardano ! I don't need to be as big as that. I could just be a normal sized snake. That's fine with me. So I don't know if any of you guys have listened to. Has anyone here ever listened to Ui's recent song, the Lolicon song? Because I have been listening to that like crazy, and I've even been listening to the off vocal. It's like so good. Oh, Jesus Christ! Do I want to antagonize him? Okay, nah. Okay. No. Oh shit. Okay. Yummy. Okay. You gotta be careful when someone dies, because then other people are gonna want to antagonize you too. It's easier if you get to zoom out if you have the extension, but I don't have the extension, so this is what I have to do now. Yeah, so I've been listening to Ui's song like crazy. It is really good. It is really good. I can't even, because I've heard a lot of like normies who don't know anything about Lolicon or even like hate Lolicon have like been listening to the song, and like sorry, I can't even blame them because the song is so good. Legitimately, it's a really good song. Like even just the instrumentals of the song, they're just like it's just like so high intensity. I'm not a music critic, but it's just there's such a high like intensity to it. Not even energy. I mean, there's energy to it too, but there's like just like intensity. Like Ui went all out with this song, and it's just like really like even aside from her catchy, like the catchiness of it, just like there's just like so much power behind it like a song about Lolicon. But yeah, I've also heard. I think it became like something of a trend on TikTok. So that's where all the normies came from, and like that's cool. You know, anime, like sort of like Japanese songs and like anime stuff becoming like a trend from like people who like don't know anything about it, like watching it and like loving it. That's nothing new. Like you might remember Caramel Dancing. Like that was. You know, that had like a loop of like these two girls from Popotan, and like I think 99% of the people who shared that image had never even heard of Popotan. In fact, I'm pretty sure they haven't, because I remember there's like a point a couple years back where there's this video that was like discussing the history of it, and he was like, oh yeah, the source of these girls is like some horrible, disturbing game, and it's like it's really not that disturbing. It's very normal. It's very just like, you know, early 2000s, you know, Lolicon stuff, like whatever. You know, like if you're familiar at all with anime, it is not shocking. Popotan is not shocking. I'm sorry. But I think, you know, there's a lot of people who, you know, maybe like some anime, but they're not like that familiar with it. So like they're like, oh my god, lolicons, oh no. Yeah, and that gets me to another thing about, oh, what happened to that deaf guy from before? He's gone. Oh, that gets me to another thing, because okay, so there's like normal people who have been like sharing the song. There's also been like lolly haters. There's been people who hate lolly, who are like, actually Ui's song is anti-lolly. It's an anti-lolly song, and that just shows how clueless some people are. Because like if you're at all familiar with lolicon, like you can tell that is very obviously meant to cater to that. But you know, some people are really clueless. Fucking Christ. Okay, I did not turn fast enough. Oh, I got it like not too small that time. Not too small that time. Okay, maybe I should try to just at least get into the leaderboard. Just at least get into the leaderboard. I think I've seen this guy before. Whoa. Yeah, so it's a small world. Hey, I think a snake died here. Okay. Oh, I think he's trying to wrap around me. Nope. Do not wrap around me, friend. Do not wrap around me. Yeah, if you know anything about lolicon, you know that like Ui's like even if like though she's like you know, calling people out, like, oh yeah, you nasty people, like is very obviously meant to cater to that. Oh shit. I got killed by my father. Okay. That guy did look like my parent, right? He's just a bigger version of me. The exact same pattern. That's kind of funny, actually. Cronus devouring his children. Oh, that guy killed himself. Okay. But I think a lot of people like hate lolicon, but they don't really understand it. And look, I understand how it can be like off-putting to someone who's like, especially like outside of the, you know, the subculture. What I don't understand is like people, like sort of like inside the subculture, like who are like into anime, who either like hate lolicon or they're just like really embarrassed and apologetic about it. The embarrassed and apologetic stuff, like honestly, I find that kind of pathetic. Even more pathetic than me constantly killing myself. Because like if like I just don't like it when like anime fans are like oh my god, these cringy anime tropes, like that's just weepy. Like, do you even like anime? Do you even like, there's some people who are like I don't even think you like anime. There's other people who are like you're like really trying really hard to suck up to the normies. You're trying really hard to suck up to the outsiders who don't like anime. And why? What for what? For what? I do not give a shit if normies find my taste disgusting, okay? Like I love monster girls. I love my cat is doing weird stuff. I love monster girls. I love anime girls with huge chests. Huge boing boings. And I love anime girls with small boing boings too. I love anime girls who are basically cutting boards, and both of those types of anime girls have people who deem those girls like problematic or whatever. They're like, oh my god, these anime girls with huge boing boings, they're promoting bad body images, and these anime girls with small boing boings, they're promoting super criminal stuff. And it's just like, what are you people even going on about? Like, oh my god. Oh, this is a death match. I saw like a nerve snake die. Yeah, so like there are like the normies. I could go on all day about like the anti-anime people, but like what I really hate are the people who just like who are like they say they're in like into anime, and like sometimes they'll be into stuff like you know like whereas there's some I don't even know what he is, like a translator who's like really into rants, and it's like, okay, rants, okay, but then like he's trying really hard to suck up to the anime haters, and he's like, oh yeah, all this embarrassing stuff, oh my god, and it's like, Dude, you love fucking rants. Like, why are you trying to suck up to them? Like, fucking rants of all things? At that point, like, that's the point where you should just be like, no, fuck them. Fuck them. I love this shit. I realize it's gonna be off-putting to tons of people. I don't care. I don't care. Do fans, I wonder, cause like, I wonder if fans of like romance novels, stuff like 50 Shades are like, yeah, I know, like there's like some icky tropes in there, but like, do they do that sort of weepy stuff? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they, from my experience, they just own their shit. They just fucking own their shit. And that's what I think more anime fans should do. See, there's American here. So like, I'm not saying all anime fans, all otaku have to be lolicons or shotacons. You know, I absolutely not. If you like what you like, for example, if you love like curvy anime girls with huge boing boings, then yeah, maybe lolicon's not gonna have any appeal for you. But you know, what I hate are the people who get like, who either like hate it and don't really do not understand like how integrated it is with anime history and otaku culture. There's those people, and there's also just the people who I think like, I'm not even sure really have a problem with lolicon, but they're just like, they're trying really hard to suck up to the people who do, and I just find that really I don't understand that. Oh, he killed himself. Damn. Damn. Okay. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, because when they kill themselves, that's when people die. That guy is eating that guy up, so I should avoid him. You don't want to run too much as a snake, because when you run, you actually lose pellets and you actually get a bit smaller, bit by bit. Once you get big enough, it doesn't really become that big of a deal, but you know. Oh, that one guy from before, I think he died or he logged out. Oh yeah, so Ui's lolicon song. Yeah. So yeah, there are like some people, like the people I'm talking about, like they're the kind of people who are like, oh, Miyazaki, my anti-lolicon hero. Like they prop like Miyazaki up as like some sort of like guy who's like anti-lolicon, anti-otaku, and they're like, oh my god, you know when anime is great? 90s anime. Oh, that's another thing. Like people have their own ideas about like when was like the golden age of anime, and they're like, oh man, old anime. You know, that was when like there wasn't so much fan service and lolicon. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Have you done any research? Have you done any research? Have you read one Go Nagai manga? Not to sound like an elitist. I have no problem if you haven't read like one Go Nagai manga. But when you start like saying shit like, oh yeah, old anime was this way and it was so much better, especially with like stuff about like fan service and that kind of stuff, like you better know what you're talking about. Like you better have like actually, you know, read shit. You know what I mean? Cause I really can't stand it. Cause like people don't know about Miyazaki's own, own interest into lolicon. A lot of people, those people who like put Miyazaki on a huge pedestal, they have no idea like about Miyazaki's actual opinions. And I'm not even talking about his relationship with his son. I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about, you know, his like opinions on like Disney or was it Star Wars or Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings. I saw these people who were like getting really mad that Miyazaki like hates Lord of the Rings, and it's like, yeah, Miyazaki has a lot of spicy opinions. Like I think people underestimate how many spicy opinions Miyazaki has. If you like anything, chances are Miyazaki like hates at least like one of the things that you like, because he hates so much stuff. He just hates so much stuff. Okay, this is a nice and peaceful area, so we can go around here. Okay. So yeah, it looks like someone was running around here. So that gives me a good chance to just like peacefully collect pellets. Peacefully collect the pellets and the foods. Yeah, so with Ui's song, yeah, literally people who are like trying to argue, like, oh yeah, it's not a lolicon song, it's an anti-lolicon song. And it's like, really? Oh, we're at the edge. We don't want to go that far. Now explain to me it's so empty. It's like, really, guys? Come on. And okay, so I can understand how, like, if you're not at all familiar with like lolicon culture, then like some of the references and some of the stuff that's like really meant to like cater to lolicons, like some of that stuff is gonna go over your head. But I can't help but feel like these people deep down know that it's like not really an anti-lolicon song, but like they don't want to admit it because they do like the song, so they're like and they have to like make excuses for it. I saw that with the Dragon Maid show too, like all these people who are like, it's actually totally meant to cater to my views, and it's just like, dude, just admit you like what you like. Come on, don't try to make it out into something it's not. Just admit, like, yeah, I like this sexy fan service monster girl lolicon show, and I'm not ashamed of that. And see, I really can't stand people who are into anime, but like they rally against lolicon. And again, nothing against people if like they genuinely just are not into that. Like that's fine, that's cool. What I have a problem with is like, well, there's these people who like are like, aside from that, just like looking like they're trying to like cater to those who are like anti-anime. There's just this thing where it's like, dude, if you're into anime at all, like people who are anti-anime, like they do not give a shit if like the character is even actually a lolly. Because I have seen like the bustiest, the most curvaceous anime woman being like called lollies, or like saying like, oh, they look like 12-year-olds, and it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? So like, that's really why I think like, even if you're not into lolicon, like you really should like be pro lolicon, if for nothing else, because like if you have interest in any anime girls, like the antis, those people do not give a shit about whether the girl actually counts as a loli or not. Like anti-anime people, they do not give a shit. They think, oh my god, this girl has like slightly pudgy cheeks. Ah, that must be meant. You must want her to look like a child. Oh, how disgusting. Oh, but she's too skinny. Oh, well, you're just trying to enforce all these body standards. Oh my god. Is that the guy who killed me before? That probably is. If they're busty, it's like, oh my god. Oh, you're trying to say women have like need to have huge breasts. Oh, ow, her back. Oh no. If she has a flat chest, then they're like, oh my god. Oh no. You're like sexualizing people with flat chests. Oh, that's so creepy. If you're into tall girls, I haven't seen anyone go after tall girls. But if you're into short girls, if you're into short girls, people will have things to say about that. Tall girls, I think people that's acceptable. That's acceptable, especially if she's tall and muscular. Like that's acceptable, at least for now. I think some people have called it safe horny, and I also love tall and muscular girls, but there's some people who are like, how do I say this? That's socially acceptable, and there are people who know it's socially acceptable, so they express all like their lust for like those tall muscular girls while insulting people for their own taste. And I just cannot stand that. I just can't stand that. Okay, so yeah, I've been killed a few times, probably because I'm not paying that much attention. Oh god, only those mobile enough. What kind of username is that? Jesus Christ. But anyway, Ui's song is really, really good. Ui's song is fantastic. Just, I am great that she's had so much success. Although she probably caught her by surprise, but that's okay. That's okay. And I just killed this guy, and I am in the middle of nowhere, so I can eat him all up. I can eat him all up. I have to be careful with the edge, because if you hit the edge, you die and you don't even release pellets. You don't even release any pellets, you just die. So I'm just gonna eat what I can and hope no one comes and tries to terrorize me. Please don't terrorize me, anyone. Please not. Oh, there's someone over there. Oh, is he trying to kill himself? Yeah. Yeah, you see that? He killed himself. Oh, I should wait around and see like if anyone's like going in a straight line like that. I should see if anyone's doing that and then just like kill them off. That might not be a bad plan. So let me go around the circle. Let me go around the circle like this. Was someone running around here? Looks like someone was running around here. Interesting. There's not too many pellets there, so I don't worry if we need to go after that. Oh, okay. There's an actual one here. I'm just gonna try to avoid him because I don't want to be in his way. Oh, he might have been the guy from before, actually. He's trying to kill me. Please don't try to kill me. I'm not trying to be in your way. Please, why are you antagonizing me? Why are you antagonizing me? I'm gonna antagonize you and steal your food. How about that? Jesus Christ. He is trying. He is going all out. Okay, let's run. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Come on. Oh, let's not go into a circle. Jesus fucking Christ. He is trying to kill me. He is trying to kill me. Okay. Let's zap out of there. Let's zoom. Let's zoom like zoomers. Okay. Okay, I think he's gone. I lost him my name, I'm sure, but I think I lost him. Okay, so it's a nice peaceful area. Narrowly avoided getting sent into the abyss. Okay, so hopefully it should be peaceful around here. Oh my god! Oh my god, I can't turn back for anything. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Why do you have a problem with me specifically? Why do you have a problem with me specifically, huh? I'm not that interesting. I'm not even that big. I can't be that tasty. Ignore the sounds my cat are making. Cat is making. Okay, yes, he killed himself. He killed himself. Oh shit. But everyone's coming to eat him. Oh shit, everyone's here. Everyone's here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Come on. Come on. Fucking Christ. Okay, thank god. Thank god. Okay, yeah, I guess like he died in the end, but I didn't even get much out of it. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay. Is anything happening over here? Is he trying to kill someone or what? Why is he all wrapped up in it of itself? Why is he all wrapped up in himself? I don't understand. Okay. Let's just eat these pellets. Let's try not to die. Let's at least make an attempt. Okay, Milo. Ah, okay. Yes. See, he was probably trying to kill me, but I killed him. Almost died myself. Oh, he has a dollar sign in his username. Oh god, I hate people like that. Oh god, I'm glad I did not die to him. I'm willing to die to anyone but someone with a dollar sign in their username. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. How is my cat doing? I don't know what the fuck she's doing. You can just ignore her. Okay, so, okay, yeah, we're back into the peaceful area, I think. So we can just relax once again, and Oh shit. Okay. I turned away for a second. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I wonder. So, what else has anyone here been thinking about? I recently rewatched Star Wars. Yeah, I recently rewatched Star Wars. You know, I'm talking about the original trilogy and the prequels. I did not rewatch those Disney movies because I am not a fan of them personally. If you ask me, the Disney movies are trash. Cause I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think everyone, especially after the Rise of Skywalker, like admits like now that they're really bad. But like even before the Rise of Skywalker, like they were never like great. Like The Force Awakens, I get why it pleased people at the time, but really like a lot of the problems that people have with the sequels, a lot of the problems people have with them, like they were set up in The Force Awakens. Like that's when the problem started. That's when everything started going downhill. Yeah. But and then like The Last Jedi, The Last Jedi. A lot of people like said like, oh yeah, we love The Last Jedi, and a lot of people sided with it for like reasons. Like people side with The Last Jedi to win arguments, and I think that's fucking stupid because like the movie's just like not good. Okay, the movie's just not good, especially when you look at it in the context of like the rest of the Star Wars franchise, like the rest of the story. It's really just not good because okay, so like there's this whole thing about like deconstructing the Jedi and being like, oh yeah, Luke, like he fucked up. The Jedi fucked up, and I think Luke even gives a speech in the movie where he's like, you think the Jedi are heroes, but they're actually like super flawed. Oh my god. And then but then at the end, like Luke is the one who actually does kind of redeem himself. He actually fights Kylo, and he confronts Kylo, and that's like sort of his redemption, and he's gotten more optimistic after I guess like interacting with Rey. Jesus Christ, this guy won't leave me alone. Let me just scram. Okay. So it's like, okay. So it's like sort of like a deconstruction, but also like redemption of the Jedi. Okay. Here's the thing. The original trilogy and the prequels already did that, okay? They already did that. Because in the original trilogy, the Jedi are just set up as like these great heroes. But like, you have like Anakin Skywalker who turned evil. So that already introduces like a shade of like, it's like there could be like darkness within them. And then, there's like this thing about like there's like darkness within Luke. And the, Obi-Wan and Yoda, they try to convince they try to convince Luke that like, oh yeah, you have to kill your father. And then Luke proves them wrong. He doesn't have to kill Anakin because he saves Anakin, and then like retroactively in the prequels, it turns out like, oh yeah, the Jedi had all these fucking flaws. The Jedi basically led to Anakin becoming Darth Vader because they were so flawed, and they took in this slave boy without giving him the help that he needed, and then just like chastising him for being scared and angry. So, and I told him to suppress his feelings, and like they're all like hierarchical and stuff, and they had all these rules. So really like retroactively, like especially when you take in the prequels, like the prequels both like retroactively deconstruct the Jedi, because it's like, oh yeah, remember the Jedi in the originals? Well, here's what they were like. Here's what they were like in their glory days. They were bureaucratical. They had all these flaws. They got really involved in the politics that they probably shouldn't have been. And like that's why people were willing to accept that like that maybe the Jedi should go, and like maybe it's fine that the Jedi are gone. So like the prequels like retroactively deconstruct the Jedi, and then the sequels become the thing. Not the sequels. The original trilogy become the thing where it's like, oh yeah, but Luke redeemed the Jedi. Luke redeemed the Jedi through his love for his father. And that is like exemplified by, Darth Vader, the probably the biggest failure of the Jedi being redeemed, and like Anakin coming back. So, it becomes, so like the prequels are served as like retroactive deconstruction, and it makes the original trilogy into a redemption. So therefore, I don't think, I'm not really a big fan of like the, continuing on from the original trilogy, because I kind of think, I think like that, like that's where the story ends. The Return of the Jedi, like that's the end of the story. I don't know why this guy is stalking me. He is really out of control. Return of the Jedi is where the story ends. Okay, for me. But if you have to continue the story, then really the most like logical way to continue it is by having Luke, like continue on the Jedi, like continuing to teach, more Jedi, but having different teachings from the Jedi that taught his father, because he has learned better, and he is going to create a new Jedi Order that is like better, and is going to redeem the Jedi, the Jedi's place in the universe, in the galaxy. I think I'm not really into like the extended universe, but I think that's what happened in the extended universe, which is now called the quote unquote Legends. Jesus fucking Christ. This guy is stalking me. And for what? Let me go this way. Okay, so maybe I could just lose him. Yeah, okay, so there's some minor snakes here, so maybe I could just like lose him. Jesus fucking Christ, this guy is like fucking stalker. I don't even care about killing him. I just want him to go away. So like that seems like the logical conclusion, right? But in The Last Jedi, it becomes this thing where like, okay, Luke fucks up again. He fucks up again and creates a new supervillain who's just Diet Darth Vader. Oh, and then like he has to redeem the Jedi again. What? What kind of story is that? That's I'm sorry, that's fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Like just from a narrative level, I'm not even getting into like, I'm not even gonna be like, oh my god, this ruined my childhood. No, just from a narrative level, this is fucking stupid. That's just a fucking stupid way to tell the story. Like what kind of story is that? Come on, guys. But I think Rian Johnson, like he was like, oh man, it's gonna be such a great deconstruction. Gonna subvert so many expectations. Oh boy. But and look, I realize, I do realize like for some people like that might have been like such a relief, and like I do think The Last Jedi, it's definitely more more different from the original trilogy than for The Force Awakens, which is basically just a remake of A New Hope. So I can see why after The Force Awakens, like someone would just be like, okay, something different, okay. But like, really, just like The Last Jedi, it's just not good. It's just not a good movie. I'm not even talking about, not even just the redundancy of it all, which I just talked about, but just like, like Poe has like this really dumb side plot. Finn, that is when Finn's story gets derailed. Okay. People will talk about Finn's story being derailed in The Rise of Skywalker, but no, it started getting derailed in The Last Jedi. Well, it really started getting derailed in The Force Awakens when they did not make him the main character. He really should have been the main character, because a stormtrooper who turns good and becomes a hero, that should have been the protagonist. He should have been the protagonist, not Rey. I'm not an anti-Rey, but like she should not have been the main character, because like just inherently, even like Rey, I don't think Rey was used to her fullest potential, but I also feel like even Rey, like to her fullest potential, would not have been as interesting as Finn used to his fullest potential. That like she's just like inherently, like she's a scavenger, and if Rey, I could talk a lot about how Rey was just not used to her fullest potential, and that was set up in The Force Awakens, where they just put her on. They had her thing and be like sort of like a mystery, like, oh, who are her parents? I'm just like, oh my god. And then like in the Last Jedi, they're like, oh, her parents are nobody. It's like, I do not care. I know a lot of people were upset about that because like if you set up like a mystery, like people are not gonna be happy if the mystery is just like it's just some rando. Like no, like if you set up a mystery, like it's gotta matter, you know. But really, like I just don't think that mystery was like just the best way to handle Ray in the first place. The way I would have handled it is, first of all, I would have changed Ray's planet because Jakku is basically just Tatooine 2. I'm not a fan of that. I am not a fan of that. But yeah, so I'm not a fan of Tatooine 2. It's literally, it's not even, the sand's not even a different color. There are different kinds of deserts on Earth. You couldn't even like have it be like a different kind of desert. It's just another desert planet. Like, come on, guys. Come on. You may as well have just put her back on Tatooine. You may as well have just been like, oh yeah, she's another Tatooine like citizen. Like there's no what the fuck is Jakku, man? And then like you have to swing where she's a scavenger. And I heard when they were working on Rise of Skywalker, they want like the First Order's like big like export to be trash. So there's this theme of like, you know, these like the trash of the First Order becoming useful, which would fit into, you know, Rey's like thing as like not only like a orphan but also a scavenger. So really, the way I would have done it is, first of all, I would not have made Rey's parentage like a mystery. Like either unless you really were going to like we're really gonna do something with that mystery. Like unless they're like making her and then like, you know, in the Rise of Skywalker they make her a Palpatine. Because they knew like, okay, we have to do something with her heritage, I guess. Because people got mad to Last Jedi. Yeah, they made her a Palpatine, which is fucking stupid. That brings up so many questions. And then like they give it these answers that are even more stupid, but okay. But yeah, so I would either like have some sort of heritage planned, or what I would honestly do is just have her be just literally just set her up from the beginning as just some rando, and like set up from the beginning that yeah, her parents sold her for drinking money. Her parents just sold her, and like have her even like say that in the beginning in the first movie, just like yeah, my parents just sold me. They ain't really care. I don't think they even remember me. Like just set that up from the beginning. And I also would have changed her planet to like a trash planet. Imagine if her planet was like, instead of like just Tatooine 2, imagine if it was like dark and like there's like it's like cluttered and there's like all this trash everywhere and it's really gross and there's like slime and it's like really just like cluttered and claustrophobic and you have to like really, you know, weasel your way through. And is this the same guy from before? Jesus fucking Christ, you're trying to kill me again? Are you the same guy from before? Fucking hell. Leave me the fuck alone. Yeah, go away. Kill yourself. Go away. Oh my god. Fucking hell. My cat is crying. She's crying because this guy is trying to kill me. Oh my god. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I would be like, you know, like claustrophobic and you have to like sort of like crawl your way through and like getting into these like dark crevices. And like there's like hope, like a lot of the trash is like not even useful. Like you can't even scavenge from this, but there's like, you just dig for the little nuggets. Just the little nuggets of like useful shit. And like Rey has this weapon that she made herself that's like, you know, constructed from all this trash. And it's really like gross and there's like, you know, maybe like monsters and there's dirty, horrible, like gross slime monsters that just live in the little crevices and the shadows. And maybe there's a point where like Finn is like there and like he's with Rey and they have to like fight like one of the monsters. Like maybe there's like a monster that like has been like hiding underneath all this trash, but then there's this point where like he comes out and he's really big and they have to go and fight him and it'll be like a big like monster fight. And it's like really gross and ugly and terrible. Like something like that. Like imagine if that was Rey's home. Imagine if Rey's home was just a dumpster of a planet. Imagine that. And it was just, and she just had to live in fucking trash. And there's all these other aliens who are trying, like all these other residents who are just trying to like kill each other just for anything useful, just to get anything fucking useful, just so they can continue their miserable lives. Imagine that. Imagine if that was Ray's home. Wouldn't that automatically just kind of improve Ray's character? Doesn't that automatically just sound much more interesting? I really think so. I really think that would just be much more interesting. And then it would go well to like contrast her with Luke, who he lived on this like dry desert planet that he didn't want to be on, but he lived like a relatively decent life. He had a family and all. And then like you even contrast with Finn, who is used to the order of being a stormtrooper, and then there's this Ray who lives in the trash like a rat. Ray's just a rat, a rat person. Like imagine that. Imagine a dynamic those two would have. Wouldn't that be so interesting? Wouldn't that be so much better? That'd be Hunger Games. What the hell? Okay, so I might have to stop playing soon. Even though I am at a decent size now. I'm not really that decent size, but like, I'm bigger than I've been before. Probably because I've been avoiding people. I have avoided some close calls. I've avoided some close calls. That guy is smaller than me. He's skinnier. He is skinnier than me. I'm willing to die at this point because I'm about done. I'm about done, but oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not a big fan of Disney Star Wars. I think a lot of people are not a big fan of those movies, especially after Rise of Skywalker. I think most people, at least a lot of people, are willing to admit yeah, none of the movies really add up. Maybe we should have kept George Lucas around. But look, you guys, okay, not every Star Wars fan obviously, but so many Star Wars fans, scared off George Lucas. So many. There's this movie called I think it's called Fans versus George Lucas or something like that. The behavior displayed in that movie is frankly embarrassing. Even if you don't like the prequels, even if you don't like the special editions, it is frankly embarrassing behavior. So yeah, they ended up scaring off George Lucas, and then he sold Star Wars, and then now he's doing his own thing. I can't even blame him. People are oh, he shouldn't have sold Star Wars. Can you blame him for selling Star Wars, considering the amount of shit people gave him for 10 years? 10 years, I think a bit more than 10 years. People really look at the shit people say about him in George Lucas versus the fans, or something like that. Look at the shit people say about him, and imagine being in his position for over a decade. I would sell Star Wars 2 at that point. I would sell Star Wars 2. Who wants to deal with that? Come on, guys. Who the fuck would put up with that? No one. And there are some people who just are fuck you, I don't care. But I think George Lucas did care. I think George Lucas did care, and there comes a point where just having Star Wars is just more stress than it's worth, and he just wants to relax. I've heard in recent years he's been happier than ever. So you know what? Good for him. Good for him. If he got happiness out of this, that's great. That's great. I do not blame him for what Disney did. I blame Disney for what Disney did. How many snakes? Is that the Italian flag or something like that? Or is it Ireland? I'm not great with flags. But I could probably wrap you up at this point. Okay. Yeah, okay. So he is my prisoner. He could probably... If he's clever, he could still kill me. But if I'm clever, I can still kill him. I think he's waiting for a chance to be clever. Because a lot of snakes, if you wrap them up like this, they'll just kill themselves because they're okay, fine, I give up. Okay, yeah, he gave up. He's okay, there's no getting out of this. I'm doomed. I'm screwed. Okay, he went into my belly. He went into my belly. Okay. So let me slither around. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about the sequels is that I just ignore that they exist. I just ignore they exist. It's like I saw them once, never seeing them again. The movies end with Return of the Jedi. That's where it ends. That's the ending. I'm not gonna pay. I didn't even watch The Mandalorian. I didn't even watch I'm not like any of the Disney Star Wars shows. Like Ahsoka or Obi-Wan. Not even watching that. Not worth it. I know what I like in Star Wars, and I know where it stops. Okay, that guy's oh, I killed him. Did he kill himself, or was he really trying to kill me? Why is that a question mark? Matches how I'm questioning things. Oh my god, you're trying to eat my kill! You're trying to eat my kill! Oh my god. Okay. He must be jealous because I'm bigger than him. I'm nice and bigger than him. Okay, I'll just ignore him. I'll just ignore him. Maybe if I get to like 9,000 and like I like overpass like this guy over here, maybe then like that could be a good stopping point, and then I'll just like kill myself. How about that? How about that? Oh, I could just kill myself like that. Okay, fine, guys. I don't even really mind because I was meaning to end it because like I needed to go, but that's okay. So that was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed discussing all kinds of things with me. Yeah, this was more of a chatting stream than it was a slithering stream, wasn't it? But that's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time. Shouldn't be that long unless I get sick again. Shouldn't be that long until next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you, and adios.